Today we're going to be looking at two of the latest robotic vacuums from ILIFE. This would be the ILIFE A8 and this on my right would be the A6 robotic vacuums. If you want to learn more about these two individually, I've recorded separate videos that I'll post in the link below. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please consider subscribing and hit that bell button to get the latest updates on the future videos that I'll be uploading. The startup, both of these robots have the same black finish. Some would like to call it piano black because honestly it looks like a piano. It's deep black finish. Both have the gray accents and a single button here on top. But the main difference for the A8 would be this camera on top. This is the 360-degree camera vision that ILIFE uses for its new navigation. Instead of a random pattern, this robot right now uses a more predictable back and forth pattern that's similar to the Neato vac and the Roomba 960 and 980 series, while the A6 has the same random navigation pattern found in earlier generation ILIFE robot vacuums. So if you look closely at the front or at the back of the robot would be the pull-out bin. Both of these robots use the same pull-out tray bin, and both of these are exactly the same. In fact, you can use the A8 bin on the A6 and vice versa. So these bins can hold around 450 milliliters of dirt. Okay, if you look closely, both of these robots have the same height, a little over 3 inches. So both of these robots can fit under a lot of furniture. If you have low profile furniture, this would be great options. If you look underneath the robot, both of these have exactly the same layout. You'll see that it has two side brushes and the double V brush. You look closely, this is the next generation motorized brush that ILIFE has. It's called double V because of this V-shaped fins here. And if you remove the fin, I just want to show you how it looks like. So both are exactly the same width, but the A8's motorized brush is stiffer. You can see that you cannot bend this, and the A6 is bendable, it's flexible. But the main difference would be the A8 comes with this bristle type brush, and let's try to see if we can fit it here. And it does fit in. Let's see if we can put this cover on. Yes, you can use it. You can use the A8 bristle brush on the A6. In fact, you can use the A8 double V brush on the A6. So these two brushes are interchangeable. Whether or not the stiffness affects performance, I'm guessing it has no bearing. We'll find out in the cleaning test later on. So let's put this back and see what else we have. Looking at these charging stations, both have exactly the same charging station, exactly the same design. If you look behind, it has the same area, same design for where you plug the cord. Let's look at the A8 charging pin, and both of these will work on 120 to 240 volts. So you can use this anywhere in the world. You just have to select the right plug type for the area you live in.
System is starting up. Please wait.
So you'll notice that the A8 now has a voice prompt. It tells you exactly what the robot is doing or the status of the charge. Well, the A6 does not have this feature. For containment, both of these robots use a virtual wall. This device basically acts like a wall, so it emits an IR signal that blocks the robot from going into areas where you don't want it to go to. So to use this, you just need to, this has to face the area you want it to block, and you turn this device on, and it will block the robot from going again to places you don't want it to, like your dirty kitchen or the pet area in your home. Okay, here's how the remote looks like for both of these robots. This is the A6 remote, and you'll have access to the different features like the spot cleaning, the scheduling. The same goes for the A8 remote. It has a newer design, a more sleeker design in my opinion. Again, it has the same functionality, though I tried to use the edge cleaning mode and it doesn't work. Doesn't seem to work when I tested it the first time. So for both cleaning tests, I'll be using 40 grams of oats powder and dirt. As you can see, I've scattered dirt in different parts of the room. Some here on the edge, and here on the edge, and here. So I'll try to lay out the dirt as similar as possible, as close as possible, so that you'll get a good comparison of how the A6 and the A8 clean. So this one would have the predictable navigation pattern, and this one has the random pattern. So let's see how it does. For the first cleaning test, I will go with the ILIFE A6. So this robot has the random navigation pattern. And let's see how long it will take for this robot to clean most of this dirt. For a little over 20 minutes, and I think that's pretty long enough for this test. I don't want to drag the video for so long, and I just want to show you what's left. For some reason it didn't pick up dirt here on this edge, so that's the issue with random navigating robots. You never know how it will navigate on a particular cycle, so that's the issue. So let's look around the chair. It did a pretty good job. And on this edge, it picked up most of the dirt here, and there's some dirt kicked towards this side of the room. And another trouble spot, at least for this test, would be this edge corner. So I forgot to weigh the bin empty, so I'll just remove the bin. So the benchmark would be 40 grams, so I'll just empty this into this newspaper as much as I can and place it on the bin. That way I would be able to get a more accurate measurement on how much I picked up, how much this robot picked up, excuse me. So let's put this back in the robot, and then slowly, let's just carefully just move the weighing scale here and the tripod, and let's see how much dirt it's able to pick up. So it was able to pick up around 34 grams. So if you can see that, it's 34 grams out of the 40. Okay, next up would be the ILIFE A8. Let's see how it does in this cleaning test. So you'll notice immediately the difference on how it navigates. Instead of just going straight towards the middle, it scans the room and plans its path. Let's see if it does better, if it translates to a better cleaning performance. Did the job much faster, but look at this mess that's left. It left a pile of dirt on the floor, and although it did clean better on this part, it still left some debris here, and this is probably the biggest trouble spot. It barely cleaned around the chairs, and it just kicked the oats here on this part. Well, it cleaned some of it, but there's a lot left. So here's another trouble spot, the edge corner. So let's see how much this robot was able to pick up. So let's take off the bin from the A8 and let's see how much dirt it picked up. So I'll just pour it on this newspaper first, then pour it on the weighing scale to get a more accurate measurement and the amount of dirt picked up. I wasn't able to measure this before the cleaning test, so I'm doing this. Let's put this back here and just move the weighing scale here, and hope you can see. It's only 24. The A8 only picked up 24 out of the 40 grams. So which is kind of disappointing considering this is a newer product. So in terms of practicality, the A8 won't be as good as the A6 because the A6 will clean much better. It doesn't have the bells and whistles or the efficient navigation of the A8. But the A8 is promising. I'm not sure if this is the final production. I've already told ILIFE about this issue, and if you want to see how this does doing 2 cycles in the same room that I did, you can watch the link below. I'll post it. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you want to see more videos in the future about different vacuums, please subscribe and click the bell icon, and see you in the next video.